To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air with Smith. Buys time, rolling right. Metcalf there to bring it in.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Jackson.
They send the tight end in motion. Smith on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Rocco leading. Rocco switch.
Williams on the carry. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Hey, alert! Alert! There we go, sir.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He has room past the 25. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on first down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap to Smith. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Alert!
Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It is caught at the 20. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's contained at the line for no gain. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Daytona. 13 next.
Smith to the air now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, we go to the
Here's Walker running right. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
49, flip her off, 49. And here we go, hey.
Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Marvin Mims now to return it. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a receiver in motion right. Running for the marker on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Broncos. Looking at 3rd and 4. Nick's looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Shotgun snap to Nix. Flush down out to his left. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Brought in inside the 20. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Going left side, Williams with it. Oh, he trucked that. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Hey, trio left. Tuesday.
From the gun, Smith. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air. It's Smith. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He'll throw it. He lofts it deep left. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
One last play before the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Sanu.
A final throw before the break. He's looking deep once again. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hawk 7. Trap 60.
Back now, pressure on its way. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air, 3rd and long. Mims with the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on. And turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
A handoff to Williams. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. Cut 19, 79 Broncos.
Nix with it on first. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. There we go, sir.
Smith back to throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Smith on 1st down. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
There we go, sir. 53, 53. There we go, sir.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 37. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Blitz coming, Nix. The throw is caught. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Run line.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Clock running.
Offense up to the line fast.
Look, Jack's left, Jack's left. 13X, 13X. 2%.
Throwing on third, Smith. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Daytona. 2%. 2%.
Smith setting the throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. It's caught Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 30. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, Smith to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with third and long. Here's Nix to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. Just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Broncos looking at a punt on fourth down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. From the gun, Smith. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up. Back to the air, it's Smith. Chased out to his right. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Broncos will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos... They stay on the ground with Williams. Has another lead. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Denver! Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up second down.
There we go.
Throwing is Smith. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be third and long.
Here we go.
Here's Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Slow ball. Ready. There we go, sir.
Trying for it, it's Walker. Has the first and more, past midfield. At the 20. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it an 18-point game. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On third down, here's Nix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
19 Tiger.
Williams will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. They've got to keep moving quick here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Quick slant complete. It's a Denver touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Smith to the air now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There we go, sit on.
Now Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. And they pick him off again. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They'll recover, still with it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Need this to force overtime. Big gain downfield. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for two.
Snowball, snowball. We're going to sit up.
One final shot here. And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them the win anyway. Instead of a one-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith going to go to the air first play. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Now Geno. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else. Nix to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Geno now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we go. Check 58.
Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Now Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
60 Eagle.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
70 Timberwolves.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in left side by Velo. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now they'll shift things around. To throw is Nix. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Running left is Walker. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Walker. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Again, it's Walker. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
19, Tiger, 19. Come on. Set. 70 Lion. Chapel.
Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
19 tight. 60 back.
Back to throw. Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
18, Pioneer. Check go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the slant, completes to Sutton. 3rd and 4.
18, Cardinal, 8. Reload.
They try the left side here with Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Lion.
Looking to throw. Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
49, flip it off, 49.
Here's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Nix from the shotgun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They give it to Williams, running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Williams will try again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Adam Troutman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to... That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Nix. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Williams is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Nix to the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
We're a couple miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the pistols. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On the jump. 70 range. 70 ready. Warrior 70.
Nix, now to throw it here on. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Oh, yeah. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
70 Lion. Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Middle. Indy.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Lockett headed in motion.
Hey, trio left. Tuesday.
On 4th down. Smith. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 18, Pioneer.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away.
60 Bison. 19 Lions. Check out.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Let's go now. Hey, check.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Good. Check 59, cover.
A 1st down throw for Smith. He keeps it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. Play action now. It's Gino. Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw is Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready? Bring it. Shot alert, shot alert.
On the handoff is Williams running to the right. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Okay, break. Set. 70 Timberwolf. Reload.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Bravo 80. 19, Tiger, 19, Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing, Nix. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Go.
They'll try to run it with Williams. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try to run it with Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 13 next.
Lockett headed in motion.
53, 53.
Smith now to throw on first down. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, Smith. Again, working deep downfield. That's caught. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now it is first and goal. Here's Walker. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Now here's second and goal.
There we go. No ball, no ball.
From the gun, it's Gino. He runs with it. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Bronco.
Here's Nix to throw. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Second down. Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll try to run. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Come on, set. Ready.
On first down, right back to Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready? Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll go again with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Go!
Knicks now on 1st and 10. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
60 Eagle. 70 range. Get up.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one complete to Sutton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now Nick's going to look to... No chance at all. He'll go down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Hiking 18. Seven Pirate. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to... And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos move out in front by the score of 17-3. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the pistol, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Let's go now. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
A first down throw for Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Nix now to throw it here on first down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. It's Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On second down, Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Working out of the gun, Smith. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. On second down, a run with Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Let's take
They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to be fourth down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a two-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
13 next.
Smith to throw on first down. This one complete downfield to Walker. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught side of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Rocco switch.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Throwing. Nix. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. And And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Nick's gonna throw for it. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs. Now, Gino. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Got it with Smith and Jigba. 1st and 10.
53, 53. 49, flip it up, 49.
From the shotgun, Smith. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. A 2nd down throw for Smith. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th, and now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
They'll go with Williams. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Let's go.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
70 Lions. Panther 11, hit 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
Throwing is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They'll motion over Metcalf. Walker. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll try it now with Walker.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And this